Howdy, this is TJ again. Today we're going to be working on the bottom of the clock and on the little decorative front pieces. Here's a few of the pieces that we'll be cutting today, just so you can see. This will be the bottom of the clock's box, and then that will be the decorative front pieces. Anyway, let's get to cutting. The biggest thing you have to remember when you're cutting these long straight lines with a scroll saw, do not give in to a temptation of pushing harder and harder. If you do, all that's going to do is cup the blade and put a curve on the flat part of your wood. So sometimes you gotta be patient and just ease it into the blade and let the blade do the work. If you remember, this is some of the small pieces that I rubber cemented together so I could cut two at once. What I done was mark top and bottom so I didn't forget when I separated them and pulled the pattern off. But once you're done cutting, see how easy that rubber cement comes apart? And then if you pull the pattern off, which it does not want to cooperate, if I can get my fingernail under the tape. Anyway, when you pull it off, you'll still know where your top is. But now I have two little decorative front pieces that's absolutely symmetrical. And they're going to fit pretty good on the clock face. Let me grab it and I'll show you real quick. When I start gluing this together, I will glue those right there. And, you know, it just looks pretty cool to me. Anyway, let me do a little more cutting and we'll go to the next step. Thanks. Oh, man. Let me tell you something that'll drive you nuts. When you got a nice, smooth, clean curve going and your nose starts itching and you can't stop cutting. Good grief. That about drove me nuts. Well, we're down to cutting the last piece. Hopefully I won't screw this up and we'll be done. And then all I have to do is the sanding and start on the finish. Hope y'all enjoy it. Thanks. Alright, there it is. That was my last cut. So now I'm going to start the sanding and finishing. That's a lot of pressure off. I'm glad that was over. That last cut, I was like, oh my God, don't screw this up right now. Anyway, we'll get on to the next steps.